Animal testing has been a cornerstone of medical research for centuries. Scientists have relied on animals to test new drugs, vaccines, and medical devices before they are deemed safe for human use. This practice has undoubtedly contributed to numerous medical breakthroughs, saving countless human lives. However, the use of animals in research has also sparked heated ethical debates. Is it morally justifiable to subject animals to pain and suffering in the name of medical progress? This essay will delve into the complex issue of animal testing, exploring its historical significance, ethical implications, and the potential of alternative methods. The central question surrounding animal testing is whether the benefits to humanity outweigh the costs to animals. On one hand, animal research has been instrumental in developing life-saving treatments for diseases like polio, diabetes, and cancer. On the other hand, critics argue that it is inherently cruel to inflict pain and suffering on sentient beings, even if it leads to medical advancements. This ethical dilemma has fueled passionate arguments on both sides of the debate. The debate over animal testing is further complicated by the fact that there is no easy solution. While many people support the development of alternative methods, these methods are not always viable or sufficient to replace animal testing entirely. This leaves society with a difficult choice: continue using animals in research, knowing that it causes suffering, or potentially hinder medical progress by limiting or banning animal testing. The use of animals in research is a complex issue with no simple answers. It requires careful consideration of the potential benefits and harms, as well as a commitment to finding ethical and humane approaches to medical research. Throughout history, animal research has played a pivotal role in some of the most significant medical breakthroughs. One of the earliest and most profound examples is the discovery of insulin as a treatment for diabetes. In the early 20th century, researchers used dogs to isolate insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas that regulates blood sugar levels. This groundbreaking discovery revolutionized diabetes treatment, transforming it from a fatal disease into a manageable condition. Another landmark achievement made possible by animal testing was the development of the polio vaccine. In the 1950s, Jonas Salk used monkeys to test his vaccine, which proved highly effective in preventing polio, a debilitating and often fatal disease that primarily affected children. The polio vaccine has since virtually eradicated polio worldwide, saving millions of lives and preventing countless cases of paralysis. Animal research has also been crucial in advancing cancer treatments. Scientists have relied on animals to study tumor development, test new chemotherapy drugs, and develop surgical techniques to remove tumors. While cancer remains a complex and challenging disease, animal research has led to significant improvements in diagnosis, treatment, and survival rates for many types of cancer. These are just a few examples of the numerous medical breakthroughs that have been made possible through animal research. From antibiotics to organ transplantation, animal testing has played a vital role in improving human health and extending lifespan. However, it is important to acknowledge that these advancements have come at a cost to the animals involved. While the contributions of animal research to medical progress are undeniable, the ethical implications of using animals in research cannot be ignored. Critics of animal testing argue that it is morally wrong to inflict pain, suffering, and death on sentient beings, even in the pursuit of scientific knowledge and medical advancements. They contend that animals have the right to live free from exploitation and harm, just as humans do. One of the main arguments against animal testing is based on the concept of speciesism, which is the belief that humans are superior to other species, and therefore have the right to use them for our own purposes. Opponents of animal testing argue that speciesism is a form of discrimination akin to racism or sexism, and that it is unjust to privilege the interests of one species over another. Public sentiment also reflects growing concern about the use of animals in research. Surveys consistently show that a significant portion of the population believes that animal testing is morally wrong and should be phased out. For example, a 2020 Gallup poll found that 52% of Americans believe that medical testing on animals is morally wrong, while only 42% believe it is morally acceptable. This suggests that public support for animal testing is waning as people become more aware of the ethical issues involved. The ethical dilemma surrounding animal testing stems from the conflict between the potential benefits to human health and the inherent value of animal life. Balancing these competing interests is a complex and challenging task that requires careful consideration of the ethical principles involved and a commitment to seeking alternative approaches whenever possible. So, let's dive into the alternatives to animal testing. Over the years, scientists have been developing innovative methods that can provide reliable results without the need for animal subjects. These alternatives are not only more ethical, but often more accurate and cost-effective as well. One of the most promising advancements is the ability to replicate human biology in a controlled environment. This includes the use of organ-on-a-chip technology, which mimics the structure and function of human organs on a microchip. These chips can simulate human physiology and disease, providing valuable insights without the ethical concerns associated with animal testing. Another significant development is the use of computational models and simulations. These tools can predict how drugs and treatments will interact with the human body, reducing the need for animal testing. By analyzing vast amounts of data, scientists can identify potential risks and benefits, making the research process more efficient and humane. As we look to the future, the goal is clear: to conduct medical research without relying on animal testing. With continued advancements in technology and a growing commitment to ethical science, we are moving closer to a world where medical breakthroughs can be achieved without harming animals. This future is not just a possibility. It's an imperative for a more compassionate and scientifically sound approach to research.